but I think it would have been certainly part of a school. That's what it feels like to me. And maybe accommodation within that. That's why she's here.
And the little girl, what time period is she from?
She's, I'd say, early 1800s.
Okay.
There's an old woman sitting in the rocking chair as well.
Oh.
You're kidding?
No, she's sort of like, I don't know if it moves or not, but she's...
Who is she then?
The name I've got is Alice.
Okay.
Probably a housekeeper type, or she seems connected to the girl in some way.
So it's obviously same time period.
Yeah, she seems in some way connected, but not family. No family link.
Almost like a governess or...
Yeah,
a
or a nanny or
Yeah.
a nurse or someone like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Alice.
But a really, really nice old lady.
How
again.
old?
She's probably in her 60s.
So with several of this building's roles having now been revealed, we were hopeful of obtaining more of the same from our guest medium Ian Shillitoe, who began in the Civil War room with a rather unusual sensory apparition.
Now with here, which is something very different, we weren't picking up too much here. Again, it's just a residual thing, but it's associated with audibles. Again, I'm seeing, you know, the old beer barrels?
Yes,
but
the
rolled
kegs.
around, kegs of beer, rolled around. So the noise you're going to get is, if you can imagine what that sounds like on a wooden floor, you're going to pick up with stuff like that. And the beer barrels aren't beer barrels. The beer barrels are actually full of gunpowder or something that resembles gunpowder. So there's some sort of storage going on here. There's some sort of secret. There's some sort of they don't know why this stuff's being. It has to be hidden from everybody outside. Sometimes you get messages from sort of my guides or from various audibles and stuff. And one of the things I keep getting is talk about the apple yards, which I don't understand what that is. So maybe later, as in sort of orchards, and must have been orchards around here at some point, or some sort of fields, because they're very poignant to this. I'm hearing giggling, so we now moved up from residual. We're now moving into spirit,
Right.
okay? We're talking about a lady that's giggling. She's often seen running around with flowers in her hand type of thing. You know, there's the references to flowers which mean happiness, and so there's a lot of memories for her here. She's not grounded here for anything particularly horrible. She's not been murdered, there's nothing like that. And there's a name, Marianne. Marianne, whether that's to do with her or not, but that's the name that I've been given as well. And
How old?
I was at 17.
Oh, right, very young then.
Yeah. But I mean, in those days, 17, you know, people were...
Well, you're an old age pensioner then,
I know,
weren't you,
exactly,
really?
yeah. So, let's
Okay,
move
we'll
on.
come back, yeah?
There's a male energy in here. He's called Jonah. He's not from England. He's come over on... I mean, the reference points I'm getting is the Armada, but it's not that obvious. It's, for me, it's a reference point, so we're associating it with Spain. He used to be here. He used to hang around a lot here with the fire. He used to stoke the fire. He wasn't a maid, but he was like a male version of a maid. So he was stoking the fire. He was bringing the logs in, which came from the orchard.
Oh, right.
Right. Okay. So there is a connection. So there's a connection between him, and there's a connection between the lady. And as far as I can gather, there was some relations happening. A liaison happening between them, okay? There's a reference between him and there's a reference between the well, okay? So I'm going to go off on one here and say that he had been found out. He was basically had his life ended because of this. Now, one would assume he was thrown down the well, but it sounds like stuff from sort of books and stuff, but this is the only images that I'm getting, and this is what I have to go with.
How old would you say this Jonah was?
As you said that question to me, 21 came to me, so he was slightly older.
Okay.
Okay?
Right. And what sort of things would he cause to happen in this particular room?
The door. Something to do with the door. It's not footsteps. I don't think it's anything to do with footsteps. It's to do with actually physically moving of objects.
So we've all learned of the eclectic past that these rooms have enjoyed since their construction late in the 16th century. But would these creaking floors flood us with fear when darkness descends on Stafford tonight?
If you want us to leave, knock once very loudly. Big knock.
Welcome back to Stafford Town Centre and the ancient High House that dominates its main shopping street. This place may well be enchanted by day, but how exciting would it prove by night?
Was that you? Did you just hear whispering? David, are you alright?
Yeah, I've just seen someone in the corridor. Who's that?
The majority of the rooms inside this museum are now used to depict a particular period in time. So we choose to begin our night vision vigils in the Stuart bedroom. But no sooner had David, Kath and I reached the second floor than one of us suddenly lost all sense of composure.
What was that? You open against the bloody door, you silly cow.
I'm nervous. Why am I so nervous? Why am I so nervous?
Because you just...
It's a bit
Was that you?
spiky.
David, are you alright?
Yeah, something just had a little pop at my throat.
It did. What room's this?
This is the bedroom.
Okay. What's up, David?
I feel it's really around my head in here. It's really touchy, and it wasn't like that before.
Quite heavy, isn't it? Feels heavy.
It feels different.
I feel, you know, like...
It's a spirit of a woman that I picked up in here, and it's definitely female energy still.
Is there anybody here? Is there a spirit person here? Is there a lady with us now? If there is, please give us some sort of sign. Let us know that you're here. Make a noise. Did you hear that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a noise. If that was you, please can you make the knocks louder?
Something outside.
Something what?
There's something outside. There's like a popping. There's something outside. I think it's coming from outside.
If there's anybody here, please give us some sort of sign. Can you walk towards us? There it is again. Same time as again, David. Can you walk towards us? There it is again. If there is someone here, a spirit person, someone that used to live or work here, please, we just want to talk to you.
I've got the name of Andrew still. Isn't it?
Andrew, can you hear my voice? Andrew, if you're with us, please come towards us. Knock on the floor. Did you hear that? I did. Knock on the floor. Did you hear that? I did. Could it not be them above it?
Yeah, but it's different.
Shh. What the f...